Hiya! Welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Channel, where our mission in life, keeping great radio from the past alive. And we're going to do something a little different today. We are going to feature radio commercials. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but back in the 60s and 70s and even in the 80s, radio commercials used to be entertaining, funny, had great production. You actually would listen through the commercials because they were entertaining you. It's not like today where, most radio stations play 10 commercials in a row and it's just some guy droning on about a product. No, we would have commercials that would just be very creative. Sometimes they were done by comedy teams like Stiller and Mara. Sometimes they would be just great jingles that you couldn't get out of your head. Some of the coolest commercials used to come from Pepsi. Pepsi would just make great jingles for their commercials. They would sometimes even get musical artists to sing their jingles. They were just very memorable. Let's see if you remember any of these.
Pepsi Cola, it's a spot, 12 ounces, that's a lot, twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you. Nickel, 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 trickle, 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 nickel, 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 nickel.
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi. Drink light, refreshing Pepsi. Stay young and fair and debonair. Be sociable, have a Pepsi.
When friends drop in, let your hospitality show you're sociable in the modern manner. Pepsi, is the favorite of the smart and young at heart.
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi. Drink light, refreshing Pepsi. Stay young and fair and debonair. Be sociable, have a Pepsi.
Come alive, come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation. Come alive, come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation. Drink light, drink great, drink right, up to date. Young take, young drive, young pace. Come alive, come alive, come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation. You're in the Pepsi generation.
Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Anytime the thirst takes hold, Pepsi pours it on. Our Pepsi's got that special taste, created for the cold. The cold turns on that Pepsi drive, makes Pepsi Cola come alive. Oh, taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Yeah, Pepsi pours it on.
Hey, this week's Pepsi Boss Battle winning band is the Page 5 from Southgate High. They're going to be on Boss City with Boss Chuck Sam Riddle. Boss City, Saturday at 6 on TV9. You dig it in beautiful color. Let's hear it for Southgate High, the Page 5. Go ahead and listen. Oh, good for you.
Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Yeah! Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi.
Hold on, Pepsi Bowl for Pepsi! Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Look here, Fonz. Anytime the thirst takes hold, Pepsi pours it on. Pepsi's got that special taste created for the cold. The cold turns on that Pepsi drive, makes Pepsi Cola come alive. taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Pepsi pours it on.
It's a cold fact. When you want to stop thirst cold, all it takes is a cold Pepsi Cola. Here's taste that's created for the cold. Taste that comes alive in the cold. And the colder, the better. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on.
Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Taste that beats the...
Hey, taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Anytime a thirst takes hold, Pepsi pours it on. Pepsi's got that special taste created for the cold. The cold turns on that Pepsi drive, makes Pepsi Cola come alive. Hey, taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Pepsi pours it on. Are you ready for taste that beats the others cold? Pepsi pours it on. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Taste that beats the others.
Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Anytime a thirst takes hold, Pepsi pours it on. Look here. Pepsi's got that special taste created for the cold. The cold turns on that Pepsi vibe, make Pepsi Cola come alive. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Pepsi pours it on. Let's say it one more. The taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. No. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Anytime a thirst takes hold, Pepsi pours it on. Pepsi's got that special taste created for the cold. The cold turns on that Pepsi drive, makes Pepsi Cola come alive. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Pepsi pours it on. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi. Taste that beats the others cold.
Bobby Bloom.
There's a whole new way of living. Pepsi helps supply the drive. It's got a lot to give to those who like to live, 'cause Pepsi helps them come alive. It's the Pepsi generation, coming at you and going strong. Put yourself behind the Pepsi. If you're living, you belong. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give.
It's the Pepsi generation, coming at you, going strong. Put yourself behind the Pepsi. living. You belong. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give.
The dynamic sounds of Ike and Tina Turner pour out for Pepsi.
That's a whole new way of living. Pepsi helps supply the drive. It's got a lot to give to those who like to live. Pepsi helps them come alive. It's back to generation. Coming at you, going strong. Put your thoughts behind the Pepsi. If you're living, you belong.
The Pepsi Challenge skeptic. He's the kind of guy who never believes anyone or anything. Here he is at his worst, doubting someone who took the Pepsi Challenge and picked Pepsi.
Mr. T.H. Bookman. The same T.H. Bookman I saw on TV taking the Pepsi Challenge?
Correct.
Mr. Bookman, they hired you to say all those nice things about Pepsi, didn't they?
No. It was, completely on the up and up.
In other words, you tasted Pepsi and Coke, and through some remarkable coincidence, you picked Pepsi.
That's the way it is.
Mr. Bookman, come on, I think it's time we stop this little charade, huh?
Well, I'm not going to belabor the issue with you. I've told you straight. I've told you the truth. And,
The Pepsi Challenge skeptic. He still hasn't gotten the message that nationwide, more people who drink Coca-Cola prefer Pepsi. But don't listen to us. Don't listen to anyone. Let your taste decide. Take the Pepsi Challenge yourself.
The proceeding was re-recorded and edited from an actual telephone call.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what to do. I put a Pepsi in the motion, but that choice is up to you.